Okay, this lesson 12-4, we are working with what we call rational exponents. Rational is just a fraction. So we've got fraction exponents here. Basically what this lesson is we're rewriting things from what we call exponential form to radical form. So this, I'm just going to write this down. This is exponential form, exponential form, and this is radical form. And we're going to start off with just basically rewriting things in different methods. Now, the reason why is because we've got all kinds of exponent rules. We've got more exponent rules than we do radical rules. So we can solve problems better in exponential form than in radical form. So sometimes that's what we have to do, put it in exponential form and then solve it and then put it back in radical form. So notice we've actually kind of talked about this before, but if it's a radical, they just use B to denote some base. This is just going to be a number. The power, the P stands for a power. It could just be an invisible 1. So if there's not a power there, just note that your power is 1. And then your root right here is the index. And again, if there's not a root, remember that there is a root. It is 2. It's just invisible. Okay, so we can rewrite things from radical form to exponential form and vice versa. And that's all they want us to do on these first 6 examples. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, they want us to write them in radical form. So we're just going to be switching it over to this form. All right, so first of all, I start off with my radical. X is my base right here. 1 is my power. Again, a lot of times you won't even see that written if it's there, but this is my root. So that 4 wants to go like that, right there for the index. And this is going to be your answer. It's just the 4th root of x. All right. Now this, notice as well, these exponents, any exponent only goes to the term that's immediately to your left. So this 1/4 just goes to x. That's the only thing there. But this, if they want it to go to all of this, the negative and the 6 and the x, they're going to put it in parentheses. So this is my base, is what that is really saying. So I'm going to, under my radical, I'm going to have this negative 6x. Since it is raised to a power, leave that in parentheses. It's just going to be better for you to do that like that. And then we're going to, the 2 is the power. Remember the top number is your power. And then this 3 is your index or your root right there. So we're just rewriting it strictly. Not a lot of math here that we're doing yet, but we'll get there. Please note as well, we didn't talk about this, but simplify if needed. We should maybe do this. Let's simplify this. All right, let's go back here. We're going to erase this answer because it's not the answer. If we simplify, it's not the answer. So we can rewrite this. We'll leave that 3rd root out there, but can we square negative 6x? Yes. So negative 6 times negative 6 is 36, and then we've got an x squared. Just check to see if you could simplify 36. So remember, if you're dealing with cubes, these are numbers like 1, 2 cubed is 8. We can't divide 36 by 8. 3 cubed is 27. We can't divide it by that either. So this is just going to be our simplified form. We'll just leave it right like that. Okay. All right, let's look at this one. Notice 7 is not being raised to the 1/2 power. So only this 12w is being raised to the 1/2 power. So 7 doesn't get to go on the radical at all. Okay, exponent is the only thing, the base that's raised to the exponent is the only thing that gets to go into the radical. So we're going to write that 12w right here, and it's to the 1st power and the 2nd root right there. And then let's just clean this up because I bet we could simplify this as well. So 7, and then the square root of 12w. Well, 12 I know can be simplified. I can rewrite 12 as 4 times 3 times w. And then when we go through to take the square root of all of those lovely terms, actually 3 and w, we'll just leave it under there. But the square root of 4 is just 2. So then multiply 7 times 2 is 14. And then under the radical, you'll just have that. You see that? It's a 3. 3w right there. And that is written in radical form. Pretty fancy, right?